Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Guard. I've had a interesting day at work today. It seemed like everybody was on fire. It was crazy. Um, but it's part of life. So I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you one thing. I have been working hard at taking care of the garden, and it is hot, ladies and gentlemen. A hot, hot, hot week here in Maryland, and it's been what can I say? I've been doing the best I can. I've been very quiet lately, mostly to myself, due to the fact that when I'm figuring out some things, I like to be to myself. So that's just part of life. Again, you have got to have haters. This topic today on gardening. My garden is so big and pretty that I have got some haters. I got some people that got pretty angry at the fact uh, that I'm growing a great deal of food, and some people got pretty mad about it. It's just it's wild. It's interesting. Um, but if what where would you be today if I would ask you where would you be today if you didn't have haters? Um, Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. How you doing? We talked about gardening, but then the subject came up of hating on people's garden. It's just amazing. But I started gardening 21 years ago here at this location and got the soil prepared where I wanted. Took a lot of hard work, lots of hard work, and finally got it where it produces food at the point where I can say, yes, it's a good producing piece of ground. And now, that being said, people are hating on me. I mean, people are hating. They're looking and they're seeing the corn and the tomatoes and they're seeing all the fruit in the trees and everything, and they are ticked off because they're going to the grocery store. They're getting hit for these prices. Now, haters are a good thing to have, in my opinion. Haters are great to have. In fact, they are an indicator, a barometer that you are reaching um, plateau of success. They see it. They see it in your skin. They see it in your a little fly. They see it in your skin. They see it in your eyes. They see it in your behavior because they can see sometimes what you don't see. You just figure you having a day to day life, but if you got everything paid up, you got everything is flowing in your direction. People see it on your face. See, you can see it on my face. See, I have that happy garden look. I have it, and it is so it's such a good feeling. But it took a lot of pain of not being able to grow things for years and not understanding why and going out into the community, whether it be online or whether it be on in the stores and asking questions. And the questions were, or is, or were, depending on which way I want to direct this. Uh, it was a situation where people were telling me anything to make money off of me. I would go to the stores and they would always tell me to buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that. And when they did that, I would always say, wait a minute, something is wrong with this program because I said, greetings, morning gardener, and everyone's in the house. All right. Somebody's in a good mood. When they use that term in the house, usually it's a good sign that I'm feeling good. But so purchasing is not always the answer to getting your garden together. Always going out and buying the newest trinket or the latest some kind of soil additive, and everybody swears by it, this will work because of course they're moving product. A lot of times they're moving product, so they need to convince you that this will actually work. Um, I am. And by this, great things I want to say. Because of the day I had, the day that I had at work today, because a lot of people's asking me for lots of things at work and often to buy them and that sort of thing. And I have made um, a decision. I am not selling produce. That's Giant's job, produce at the grocery stores. I'm going to keep what I grow to myself. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not selling anything. Um, I have had people at work to ask me for things they want to taste or see what it's like, then I got to thinking about it. I said, wait a minute, I'm going to go through a really bad price setup first because they don't have a lot of money, the place I work. And then if they did purchase it, it's gonna be a lot of hard work picking it, a lot of hard work. It's just not worth it. I just want to grow it and make sure that I can have enough for just stock away for the winter and also next year. That's it. That's all I want to say on that. So I will not be selling any produce this year at all. And I'm happy about the day that I had because it kind of set a framework up because it's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting day. Yes. But I will not. I will do a fall garden. There will be a fall garden, which will basically be just collard greens and kale. I will do those two. Maybe some dino kale as well, but haven't did that in years. But I will make certain that I'm not going to, skip over fall gardening. Um, I have right now a situation where it's been so hot that I haven't been out onto the property to do anything really. I have just been indoors because it's like 90. What is it? 92 degrees today. 92 degrees. I'm not going to be out there messing around with anything. It's just not in my favor to be in that much heat. Let's see. Everything is growing beautifully. I am having some issues with heat, however. Now, here's what it says here in the temperature. It says it's 94. Let's see. When do you start your fall garden? Um, uh, it depends on where you are. It depends on where you are when you start the fall garden. It depends on where you are because different times to set up everything. But I do know that a couple things I'm gonna do this year. Let me get by this real quick, and I want to get that out of the way. It says the temperature right now is 94 degrees. It's not really crazy. It's not real crazy, but feels like 107. Okay, and then we got some threats of thunderstorm, heavy winds, and that's supposed to be in certain parts of Maryland. But when I looked to see if they have anything in my area, I didn't see where I'm going to get any rain. So that being said, I may have to actually go out and water today. I might have to water today. Damn, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah. Had a trying day today, folks. People going crazy today. I don't know, was it the heat? I don't know what it was. I said, wish I had that heat so much rain in here. Oh, wow, Georgia. Wow. Okay. I mean, wow, a lot of rain. And I'm suffering from it hasn't rained here in maybe, I want to say about 3-4 days. It hasn't rained. And when we did get the rain, it was just like showered and it was gone. But my peppers are doing good. I got peppers on the plants. And I didn't put the okra in yet. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Zone 7, suburban Philly. Yeah, Zone 7 is what I'm in. Zone 7B, and that is a good zone to be in right now. I guess everything's growing. I mean, the rain has made everything here really flush out and grow. Everything here is really, really a lot of rain we got here. a few weeks back, and really made everything grow crazy. So all I do with all of that growth is some of you know have been watching my channel for a while. I chop everything down, and that becomes fertilizer for my soil. I said, "Money God, we have had rain for 2 weeks." Wow, at least 2 weeks. Oh my God, I know what that feels like. I've had years like that here, where I would go out and see my the ground completely saturated, where my fruit trees were setting in water. It wasn't an accident where you didn't actually see it. It was setting in water. And I looked and I said, "Oh my God, look at that! Are these trees going to make it?" And they made it. They made it. I mean, for the longest time, or maybe about 2 weeks, it just rained and rained and constantly rained. And the sub pump I have now. Oh, I'm gonna tell you something else I bought. Um, yes, I did. I bought a brand new top of the line sub pump for the house. I haven't put it in yet, but I bought a brand new one. Let me see something here. The screen. Okay, this screen. Okay, just checking something out on my screen. So I bought it because the sub pump I had there is 21 years old, and something in me clicked and said, "Don't trust that sub pump. Do not trust that sub pump." But all in all, um, when rain is comes in 2 weeks intervals, it just keep raining, 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 raining. Uh, my trees were okay because of they've been there for a while. They've been there 2 3 years, and they just took on the rain and just set held tight until it started, uh, ending out, and it was not a bad deal. You've got to be really tough to build a good garden. Okay, now I'm gonna have nature nine and family. I got the uh, no, I didn't find it was raining so hard that day. All my and financially, I was in a just perfect situation right there. Perfect situation. Um, to just go ahead and get the pump. I said, go ahead and get the pump. I said, go ahead and get that pump because you're going to put it off again, and one day that pump is going to go, and it's going to be raining like it is right now, and you're going to have no recall, nothing to change. Pumps are going to be much higher because everything went up since the pandemic. Everything, food, water, gas, everything went up, and they're not going to come back down in a sense because once they push those prices to the point and they see you can pay them, the grocery store, businesses, and gas and all of that. One thing about it is that something is sometimes that's best. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, you have to bite the yes, you have to bite the bullet. That's what you have to do. And so I said to myself, go ahead and get this pump in there because you get that pump in there. If look right now, if that pump were to give out right now and it started raining, it rained for hours, I would just simply go down in the basement where it's lined up at, take it loose, screw the new one in, plug it up, and I got the pump back rolling. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes that's best. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But oh my goodness, I grew a lot of corn this year, but the plants didn't get real tall. They're about 5.5. Some might be 6 feet tall. I think some might be close to 6 feet tall. Um, which I've never grown Silver Queen, and I believe Silver Queen gets tall, but it didn't get tall. So I'll see what happens with this corn. But everything looks good. The corn is pretty. I feed it on a regular basis. Right now, pretty much all it needs out there is water. Another hard thing about getting onto my property and doing work. God, the corn gets 12 feet tall. When it got down, my corn is 12 feet tall. Oh, you got corn. Hey, congratulations, 12 feet tall. What kind of corn is it? Because I mean, they got all kind of corn. I mean, hundreds of different varieties of corn. My favorite, if anyone in here has not tasted it yet, is peaches and cream. Peaches and cream is my favorite. So that's how that goes. This year I did Silver Queen because it's considered to be one of Maryland's most popular corn here. So I figured I'd try it. Mm. Yes, absolutely. I'm doing a lot of. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never heard of that corn. Never heard of it at all. And I got to tell you, uh, the corn that I have is basically a Maryland standard. Silver Queen. It's a Maryland standard. Lady love, your love is sweeter than the morning breeze. You got the love I need, my lady love. It's not easy.
Benton. Benton.
I said, I just planted Silver Queen for the first time. Okay, Silver Queen. This is my first time planting Silver Queen. So got that in common there. There's my first time, first time planting Silver Queen. And next year, I just want to stick with peaches and cream because that corn is so good. Absolutely incredible. It's addictive. The corn is Silver Queen. I mean, no, excuse me. Um, Peaches and cream. Now I have a few pieces of peaches. Excuse me, peaches and cream that's in the. I have a few pieces of few corn plants that are peaches and cream, and I got to tell you, I did it because um, I had the plants. I just stuck them in there. Discovered later that it's not a good idea to plant two different varieties of corn because they affect each other when they pollinate. I said I just planted Silver Queen. Okay, for the first time. Okay, yeah, and so yeah, I mean my favorite is peaches and cream, and we didn't have a lot of variety today. Excuse me, this year when we were I said 2 years ago, I heard you say something about peaches and cream, and I gave it a try. I love it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, you've been watching my show for 2 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I pretty much, like I said to everyone before about this channel, I'm not giving up on this channel. Okay, um, I will have to find ways to get a broader audience, a bigger audience, if you will. I don't care about the too much about the likes and all that stuff like that. I like the comments when people comment on things that I put up because it lets me know that they're interested in the subjects or the plants that I'm growing. And then on top of that, I get to know that I'm helping somebody because it's some not very nice ladies and guys that'll say, hey, I learned a lot from you, or hey, it was interesting what you did, and I now I do that, and so that's a good deal. That's a good deal. And so I said I'm gonna keep the channel going. Now, um, I've been watching some of the live chats. I've seen people arguing with the audience, asking them, "You better come see me," or "How come none of y'all don't come see me? How come y'all don't subscribe to me?" And she was going on, and I was thinking, "Oh my God." She's upset. She's really upset with people, and you can't do that with it. This is look. People have lives. They're gonna come in. They're gonna see you, and everyone. Oh, hello, hello. How you doing? Oh my goodness. It's Lisa. All right. Let's see. Hello, Morning Gardener, and everyone came in the room the right way to speak to everybody. But like I was saying earlier, the channels that go up, 99% of the people that put the channels up are doing it because they want to make money, and I get that. Um, the only thing that the only thing that gets on my nerves about it, I mean, because you don't have to have a large uh, knowledge base to do anything. Whether I don't care what you do online, you don't have to. You can just come up with a subject and just talk about it. But I like to put something up where you know what you're talking about, because I think that people who do gardening channels, especially gardening channels, I'll put it that way, it hurts people. It hurts them when you don't know what you're talking about, and you be telling them things and giving them advice and that sort of thing. Like I just got a question here. Um, what was the question? What was the question? I was asked. Oh, when do you plant your fall garden? When do you plant your fall garden? I can think of a few gardeners that will probably try to answer that and say, well, you want to do it around this month on the 15th. No, no, no. You want to know where they live, what zone they're in, and then you want to give them the correct information based on information relating to their zone. Don't just spout off information because you don't know what you're talking about. You want to make absolutely certain that you have the correct information, because you could guide somebody down the wrong track. Another one good is there's a ton of videos up on how to use wood ash as a garden amendment or a type of fertilizer. Um, all garden soil does not need wood ash. All garden soil does not need you to add a ton of nitrogen to the soil. Although nitrogen is one of the main nutrients that will leach from your soil. Um, so that being said, you want to make absolutely certain that you give the information based on a number of different factors when it comes to plants, because plants are so real that they only go by what they need, not what they want. They don't have a mind like we do. Like one day you want pizza and the next time you might want ice cream. They're not like that. They go by what they need, what they have to have in order to grow big and strong, dark green, and beautiful blossoms. And they react when you give them the right amount of food or the right food. They react. And the way they react is like you could take a rose bush, which is a hungry plant, and stop feeding it. And you'll see it won't bloom like it could or should. Uh, but go out there and fertilize it, and you'll see the blooms come on. They'll come right back on. Now, if you use a granulated fertilizer, you'll see it in about a week. You see the blooms start coming on. But if you do not feed it, it'll grow just enough to hold on to somehow, some way, some food into that soil. And a lot of times they get that around in fall and winter when the weeds hit the ground and the grass hits the ground and it decays and go back into the earth, and that's how the plant gets fed. It's a nature's way of chop and drop. So if man or human ever tell you they created chop and drop, they're lying to you, because nature been doing it for millions of years. A plant grows, it falls over, it hits the ground, and then it goes back into the ground. A limb falls off a tree, hits the ground. Over time, it goes back into the ground. Simplest process, and that's the process that I use on my garden. So I don't play around with it. I say I planted silver cream, and peaches and cream. I will only grow peaches and cream corn next time. Yeah, beautiful job. I think you're right. I think you're dead on with that peaches and cream. Oh my God, they created that in a lab. But in a lab can be a farm. Uh, the peaches and cream is just so sweet. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the best way I found to cook it. See, I didn't say the best way you can cook it. I didn't say the best way it could be cooked. I didn't say the only way it could be cooked either. But pop it off of the stock. Got the grill already going. You got your charcoal on there. You got your pieces of wood on there. And what I like to use is the wood from my fruit trees, whether it be apple, whether it be peach, whether it be what's the other one? Cherry, whatever. I moisten that overnight. Put that on the fire. Get a nice smoke going. Lay the corn on there in the husk and everything. Put my burger, steaks, dogs in there on the grill or sausages. Turn, 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 and turn the corn, turn the corn, turn the corn. And then after it's all done, tater salad. Ah, that's all I got to say. And then you got the corn, and it's just incredible. Corn, and I don't know the reasoning for this, because I won't claim to know the reason for it. Corn gets sweeter if you cook it in the husk. It gets sweeter. And when you put it on the grill and cook it in the husk, it gets so sweet, so sweet. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, yes, sir. That's right. I mean, my goodness. And one of my favorites in the garden to cook is fish on the grill. In aluminum foil with butter, garlic, pepper, Mrs. Dash. Oh my goodness. Best way to eat corn. Okay, best way to eat corn. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. It is incredible. And no corn tastes better than what you grew on your own property. How is it that the massive farms are amazing a job they do at removing nutrients and taste from what they grow? It looks great. I mean, no, hands down, it looks great. But nutrition and taste is not on their menu. They are there to grow stuff that grows fast, looks good, and sells. Yes, so true. So true. Yes. But when we grow tomatoes, now I'm gonna tell you something I've learned. Let's say you got a taste for tomatoes. Get ready to set up the grill. A few days before you set up the grill, and got um, the the little branch that you cut up, you put on there from your apple tree and your charcoal, and you got everything going. Um, the most amazing thing is to carefully pick your tomatoes, but wait about 2 to 3 or even 4 days. Try not to water them. They will just have so much more flavor because the flavors become more concentrated when you water a plant. Tomatoes become diluted in some of their flavor because it's completely full of water. But if you leave it for 2 3 days, the tomato flavor will concentrate. Now, my favorite tomato to grow. See, this is oh, okay. Oh, that's great, great. Yeah, do that corn video. Um, the thing about it is make certain that you grow tomatoes that you like. My favorite, Brandywine purple. It's called Cherokee purple. So I even smile when I think about it. Cherokee purple. Incredible. 2 tomatoes. Medium size, beefy, good. Let me hold you tight. If only for the night. Nothing like it, folks. I save all my seeds this year. I'm saving all my seeds this year because seeds are getting expensive. And the great thing about seeds is that once you get them familiar with your soil, you get them familiar with your soil, they grow better. Once they become familiar with the genetic makeup of the soil, they grow better. Well, I guess that's it, folks. We've been on here talking for 31 minutes and 16 seconds. Let's see, corn has been a crop I focus on this year. The same thing I did. I focused on the corn because corn, I actually went out and spent additional money to grow the corn in those totes that you see. If you look at my videos, you'll see the totes with the Walmart bags. You'll see them. And that is just a great thing, folks. That's a great thing. Them Walmart bags are great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Morning Gardener Show, and I want to thank you for tuning in, stopping by. I appreciate you all. Thank you. And remember, we'll do this again. Thank you so much for coming. And if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. Even though the point of matter is, even though I don't come on air all the time, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see me. Another thing is, I tried to what was it, Monday and Wednesday, didn't really work out. So I'm gonna pick another 1 or 2 days a week, something like that, and then I'm gonna go with that. See what works better for people that can come by and see the show. There are not that many gardening shows right now on that are live. I've been looking around for them. You got some good ones on there. Homestead, something I think it is called. It is a good show because I like what she does. She shows her successes and even the failures when it's hard to show. Because a lot of people will not show you their failures because they don't want to get the stigma that they don't know what they're doing. When in fact, when you're gardening, things can go wrong, can go awry. It's just part of it. And you have to think of things in a way to recover. Like me, I grow extra plants of everything, peppers, corn, whatever. I grow extra. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Morning Gardener. Thank you. And remember to keep on growing. That's it.